Hi, my name's Allison and this is
Alisha.
And today we're going to be showing you how to make and meal prep buffalo chicken pasta salad. So to start, we're going to start with the chicken.
So with the chicken, we're going to turn the pan onto a medium-high heat. And we're going to put in about a tablespoon of olive oil. You can always boil your chicken instead of cooking it on a skillet. It will make it a less calorie, more sufficient way, especially if you're shredding it. But it's just easier if we use the skillet today.
So we have about 2 pounds of chicken breasts that we're going to be cooking.
If you are cooking it on a skillet and you feel that the tablespoon isn't enough olive oil, you can always add more as you go. Alright, so next I'm going to add some salt and pepper just to taste. You can season however you like. We're just going to do something basic since it is going in a sauce today.
You can always add more later. And since these are thinner cut chicken breasts, it's not going to take as long to cook. If it's thicker, you just have to cook it a little bit longer and then check to make sure there's no pink in the middle.
I'm going to go ahead and turn it down just a little bit since it is popping. You don't want it to get too hot. If you're ever unsure if it's been left on for too long, you could flip it, and if it needs to be more on that side, you can always flip it back over. Alright, after you get a little seared a little bit, we're just going to put the lid on so it stays nice and moist, so you get all the flavors of the juices.
So we're just going to let it simmer for a little bit.
Alright, so if you're like most students, college students, you don't have a thermometer, so what you're going to do, take it off to the side and cut open the chicken at the thickest point to see if there's any pink left.
And you can see it's fully white in the middle, so
that'll be good. So then you want to turn off your stove. Take all your other pieces of chicken, put it on a cutting board. I should have checked that one. We're good. Okay.
Alright, and then now Alicia's going to shred the chicken.
We're going to remove the pan so Allison can get started on the pasta.
So now I'm going to boil the pasta. So we are going to add about 6 cups of water, which I just did off camera. We're going to put it on high so we can let it boil. And to let it boil quicker, we're going to want to keep it covered. And then for the pasta, we want to have 16 ounces of ready-to-eat pasta. So this is what I'm going to put in whenever it is finished boiling. So we'll let that boil. So while we're waiting for this to boil, we're gonna go ahead and get our cherry tomatoes and slice them in half. So get your cutting board, your knife, and we're gonna need about 2 cups of cherry tomatoes. But you can add more or less depending on your preference. So we're just gonna hold it and slice it in half. Okay. So this is our 2 cups of diced cherry tomatoes. So we're gonna leave it off to the side next to the chicken. And we're gonna clean the cutting board off so we can do our celery. Okay, so now that our water is boiling, we're going to add our 16 ounces of pasta. And then we need to set a timer for 10 minutes until it is cooked.
Okay, so So while we're waiting for the pasta boil, we're gonna go ahead and slice up our celery. I thinly slice them. First, you want to chop off this top part, get rid of the leaves, put that off to the side. And you can start individually slicing or you can slice it together. But you're going to just slice them as thin as you would like them. I'm not a big, thick person with celery, so the thinner the better. And remember, nothing always has to be perfect. It's not like we're in a fancy restaurant, so something about that big would be perfect.
So once you're finished, you're gonna put it in a bowl and we'll again set it off to the side because at the end we're gonna combine everything together. So this pasta just finished, so we're going to strain it in a colander in the sink and then put it in a separate bowl. So we went ahead and drained the pasta and put it in the cauldron. We put it in the bowl and added in our other ingredients together. Then we got 1/4 cup of ranch dressing, which you can pick any ranch you want, it doesn't matter. And then we added 1/2 cup of buffalo sauce, which again, you can pick your favorite buffalo sauce, it doesn't matter. And then added that with 1/4 teaspoon of garlic, just to taste as well if you want more or less. We mixed that together and added the sauce to our pasta and finished this with our buffalo chicken salad. This is a great meal prepping meal because it lasts for about 5 days, and as you see, we have a ton left, and if you want more or less for a portion, you still have plenty of servings left. So with that, that concludes our cooking video. Thank you.